Jillian Michaels helping families change their unhealthy lifestyles on her new show called Losing It with Jillian.
This is my very messy kitchen. I don't clean it. I was trying to get the dishes done before you came, and so then...
What is that? Why is that not even in the trash?
Well, because I'm going to wash it out and recycle it.
Just put it in the bin.
I like it clean. That's why I'm...
Wait, you like your trash clean, but not your house. You wash your recycling, but not your home.
All right, I lose it with Jillian every day, as you know, so there's nothing new.
I can see that. I know you're very familiar with this format.
I really am. That's why I stay so
with Jillian, yes.
Here we go.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Jillian. Nice to meet you.
Be on my side, would you, today?
You're like so little. Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, my goodness. How's it going?
It's going good. How about you guys?
I saw you in a magazine recently, and you were a chubba wubba little girl.
Oh, as a kid, yes. I was an overweight kid.
And obviously that's what motivates you to do all of what you're doing and creating your empire.
It definitely brought a lot of meaning into my life, and now I am passionate about helping people rebuild using health as an entry point.
And did you weigh 175 pounds, or is that just...
Yes, I was about 175 pounds at 12, so I was like 5 feet tall.
Oh my God! What was going on?
You know, my parents were having an ugly divorce, and my father was overweight, and I had kind of learned that behavior, and you know, those kind of family dynamics are complicated. I was depressed and going through a lot, and I got into martial arts, and it helped me turn everything around.
Were you suffering socially as a 12-year-old?
Oh, being a fat kid is torture. Torture. You know, you're picked on, and you're ostracized, and I think everyone can relate to that at various points in their life, and as a kid, it's particularly hard.
Yeah. And now when you see kids like that, do you feel like you need to rush in and do something immediately?
Absolutely. I think with all of the families or the contestants, and in particular the kids in the families, you're always kind of saving that part of yourself. It's very cathartic, and I think that's part of the reason when you do this kind of work, you do it because you're trying to heal that part of yourself.
So this show isn't necessarily about weight per se, it's about lifestyle and...
It is similar to Biggest Loser in that it's transformational at its core, and we do. Oh, this is so cute.
Your exercises. See, this does not look like fun, Jillian.
No, this is fun, but it is.
Is that you with a bullhorn? Because you don't need a bullhorn.
Yeah. This is me with my family this evening, and I'm having them work out together. But it's definitely
doesn't sound like fun.
No, we're canoeing.
Again, doesn't sound like
she doesn't look like she's having fun. She's like,
this is actually kind of tragic right here.
Yeah. Oh no!
That was fun.
But yet funny. See, now that's funny.
I was very unhappy.
Fun.
Yeah.
Very unhappy. But yes, it deals with health in every aspect of your life. Not
All right,
just the physical.
but can people be fat and happy?
Yes,
I
think some people can.
I'm sure they can, but I think when you're dealing with morbid obesity to the point of it being life-threatening, the answer is no. No. I mean, something's obviously wrong.
Do you see always a psychological underpinning to this?
Oh, without a doubt, because whether it's hundreds of pounds overweight or, in some of these houses, 400 pounds of clutter, whatever it might be, that's always a reflection of your internal world being projected. Yeah, it's just a symptom of something else that's wrong.
Is it more eating or is it exercise? I know you can say both, but what is like the biggest symptom?
Gosh, I would say eating is key, because if you're eating right, you're not going to dig yourself in this hole, so to speak, to begin with.
And that's what happens. They tend to gain weight, and then they go, well, I'm already here. I'm like 30 pounds overweight. What the hell? What's the point? I'll just grab a greasy burger, because they get deeper and deeper into it.
Of course. It's a vicious cycle where you're feeling kind of helpless, you're feeling hopeless, and then it begets more depression. And the whole idea is really coming in and inspiring these people to use the tools in their environment to make change, empowering them, having them feel physically strong in the gym, and then it transcends into the other areas.
You, Jillian, it's so weird for me to call somebody else Jillian.
You used to think there was only one Jillian.
There is only one Jillian, but there's also only one Jillian. You yourself, are you just running ahead of that 12-year-old girl? There's a phrase I use called healing by helping, that if you stopped helping, you could go right back to that girl.
I don't think I'll ever go back to being overweight, but I know that I I would be very prone to depression. So this is awfully dark for a morning show, but I think I would definitely have an ability to kind of fall into a depression when things feel helpless and overwhelming to me. And so this is definitely me trying to kind of fend that off by...
And do you have tools
if you fix things?
If you start falling, I'll make it a darker morning show. If you're starting to fall into depression, a lot of people have no tools to get out. They don't see any way out. That's why it's depression. Everything that is good seems hopeless.
Absolutely.
No reason to get out of bed. Do you are you on the edge of that at all?
No, I'm not. But when I see things, the oil spill, I won't watch it because it makes me feel totally powerless, out of control, panicked, and depressed. So I know the things, it's like if I can't affect it, I can't change it. Yeah, I'm like, I'll give money, just tell me where to give money.
I'm the same way.
I know what I can't handle.
Yeah.
And so
that's a great thing to know about yourself. And when did that start for you? Because that didn't start for me until late 30s.
I would say late 20s. I realized that, I would watch the news and just kind of...
Oh, please. Doing news for 20 years, it can be... There are times I look at it and I go, this is friggin' depressing.
You have to, turn it off. You have to
completely... I completely get it, because to a certain extent, you need to do that when you work with these families. Although on losing it, I'm falling apart every week with them. But you need to maintain those boundaries.
And falling off canoes.
Tonight on NBC, watch her fall apart.
What time on NBC? Do we know what time?
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
10 p.m., 9 Central.
All right.